If you were to describe yourself as a colour, what colour would
Black.
you be?
With
You didn't even
that,
have to think about
no.
Why black?
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Yes, welcome back. Happy New Year. From the north, myself, Daps, and
Nyasha.
yes, guys, hope you're well. Our third episode today, we're going to talk about a few things. We might address the elephant in the room in a second as well, because I know everyone is talking about it right now. Public relationships and so on and so forth. So don't worry, Nash and I are going to get into it.
Let's get started.
How's your year started, Nash?
Really, really good.
Positive, right?
Yeah, I think I saw this post that was talking about a January reset because every year I always like declutter before I set my goals.
Yeah.
But usually by like the first I'll have had like my goal set.
Mm.
But as of right now, I did write some stuff that I want, but I've not actually set like any major goals because I've really been enjoying just being present, I guess.
Yeah,
I think January has literally just been smooth sailing. Like I've not been working as much.
Yeah.
I've not been chasing like my goals. I've just been waking up and being like, it's a new day. It's a good day.
It's a new season.
Yeah. And
a new
I'm
season.
just really enjoying taking it slow and steady
Love
and
that.
seeing what the year brings.
I love that. You and I had a sit down, had a meeting a couple of days ago, and we were planning like our goals for the podcast. Would you like us to share it with the people? What do you think? Should we share it with them and so they can help us hit our goals as well?
Actually, we can.
Yeah.
We can.
So we're talking. So guys, this year we want to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
And we're going to.
10,000, okay? We can do it. We've actually set up a brand new page on YouTube, which basically means that we're starting from zero. So help us get there.
And we're going to get there.
And we're going to get
We're
there.
gonna get there.
And we want the same goal for TikTok, obviously, as well. So all these clips are going to be going on TikTok. But yeah, so obviously it's 2026 now. I'm having a great year. I'm excited. What can I say? It's my birthday in a couple of days. I'm going to be 34. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just excited for this year, for this podcast especially, because like there's just so much to talk about. You know, our job here is to give the hottest takes on the trendiest topics. But if you watched the last episode, you remember that we did a getting to know Nash or a getting to know Nyasha episode. And so this week we thought maybe we should do a couple of minutes of get to know Daps as well. So I think Nyasha might have a few questions, some random ones. But we'll
Okay.
see.
I would say use 3 words to describe yourself.
3 words to describe myself. Pretty chill. So I'll just use chill. Laid back is probably like the proper nomenclature. So I'm laid back. I'm really ambitious. And I'll probably say I'm developing a lot of patience lately. So I'll probably add patience in there because it wasn't like that when I was younger, but I'm patient now.
Okay, I was actually going to ask when you said laid back, but now that you said the patience thing, what would it take to really like make you
Rile me
angry?
up.
Because you seem really, really chill, like nothing bothers you that much.
Yeah, it's hard to bother me. I think it's because I've had a lot of disappointments earlier on in life with like my career choices and stuff. You know how some people like they want to play football and then it doesn't happen. And mine wasn't football, it was something else. But that really, really affected me in my early 20s. So I just learned very early on that in life, you don't always get what you budget for or what you set out to get. So yeah, it'll be really hard to annoy me. I think it's injustice annoys me more than anything else. Like if like poor customer service does my head in. Like if I go to a place, an establishment where their job and their duty of care is to look after people, and I get there and you're not doing that, that's what annoys me.
Okay.
But it won't like make me lose my mind, but I'll call it out. Like
I feel like you'll be able to see on your face. You seem like
I'm
if,
the kind of guy.
like even just your face right now, I feel like if you were upset,
You can tell.
you wouldn't, you literally be like,
straight away. Yeah. That's me. Like my angry face, you can tell straight.
you have a male resting bee. Like as a man, you know how like because you're so happy, but I feel like if you were pissed off, it would
If I was
very
pissed off,
much be like,
the tension is in the room.
yeah,
and
you
everybody
can
be
tell.
like, Daps, are you okay? And it's nothing really. Sometimes I just have to take a couple of minutes to cool off. But once I've cooled off, I try not to take it out on anyone. I try not to allow it affect my day, because it used to be that when I show my resting man face, that it would affect the room. Because I'm such I hope that I'm a joy giver, but I'm the light in the room for the most part sometimes. But when I'm not feeling good,
snatch it out
of the room. There's a darkness that fills the room. And you know who first told me this? My mom.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, Dapo. She called me my name. She's like, Ola Dapo. She said, don't ever forget what is inside of you, because it sets the atmosphere. And so when you're upset, it really affects the atmosphere. I was like, damn, fair. So ever since then, I just pretend. I just pretend. Let's pretend. You know what I'm saying? But you're asking some fire questions.
What's a secret or hidden talent that you have that most people might not know?
I think the one that's still kind of like hidden, not to everyone, but to most people, is the fact that I play piano, because
and he's so sick. Oh my goodness. No, like even my friend Priscilla was like, you need to tell your friend that he's so, like, even Raf was talking about you. She was just like, she could play a song for you and you'll listen to the first clip and you'll be like, hold on a second. And then you just start playing it. And she was just like, that is incredible.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Yeah, playing piano has been I think it's a you know when you learn how to play an instrument and then the instrument becomes the thing that saves you. Playing piano has saved me so many times when I was going through it. Like there were times I'm really sad. Like last night, I'll give a classic example. Last night, my goal was to set out to edit a couple of videos before I went to bed. But I love worship so much. Can I say that again? I love worship so much. Anything that just uplifts my mood with music, I love so much. So there's a particular song by a man called Richard Smallwood, rest in peace, because he's only just passed away a couple of days ago maybe. And he wrote this beautiful gospel song, well-renowned, very popular gospel song called Total Praise. And I love playing this song. And if you know this song, you know. But I love playing this song. And that's all I could think about around 9 p.m. last night when I wanted to edit. I just kept thinking, I want to play this song, So I stopped everything I was doing last year. I went to the keyboard and I just started playing Total Praise. But that's what keyboard does for me now. It's kind of like my place of solace. It's not just a skill. It's now like, it heals me. It really heals me. So I feel very fortunate to have been able to learn how to play and I would recommend anyone to learn how to play an instrument as well, because music heals, it cleanses.
It does.
It's a form of therapy. But yeah, so that's a hidden talent. I feel like most people don't know, but like if you're in my close friend circle, you've probably seen me play keys.
Okay. Next question is, I think you have talked about it on your pod as to why you started the podcast.
Yes, just because I like talking. That's the main reason.
No, but it's deeper than that, because even when we've spoken about it, it's not just because I think a lot of people have said, even I think I'd seen someone had even messaged you to say that you've given a platform for people to have a voice and to share their voice and to share their opinions. And I think especially in a society where one thing I've learned and really seen, even from just doing hair, is that people don't have people that listen or like a place to just go talk without having to spend loads of money. I think a lot of people are searching for avenues to be able to express themselves, and you've managed to create that. But it's much deeper than just chit chat and people chit chat to you. But I think your purpose of wanting to.
Yes, I honestly, you've hit the nail on the head, and I just wanted you to keep going because you're saying exactly why I did it. And I was joking earlier on, but you're right. I did it because I wanted to create a space where people could just talk to me and I could listen. But I didn't want it to be fake, because when you do a podcast in a city where podcasts are not popular, there's a tendency to not really address the main issues and the main talking points. So I kind of made the thing where I was like, when people come on the show, let's talk about what's real, what's actually happening. Before you know it, it's turned into a thing where people are actually pouring out their hearts, their soul, like about their careers and so on and so forth.
I was going to say Dr. Daps.
Dr. Daps is
that
hilarious.
Could be, even because you were sat like a therapist, just sat there. Dr. Daps.
It's hilarious, Dr. Daps. Yeah, people just come and talk, and it's a blessing because, you see, podcasting, we're doing it now, you and I, it's such a form of therapy.
It is.
Obviously, this is the bit where we're recording, but people don't know that we've talked for 45 minutes.
I think before we've spoken for like a good hour, almost 2 hours. Like you just get to, because it's that community, that someone, and I think because you're in a space where it's just you two, like one-on-one, you get to speak to someone.
Yeah.
As a human, you just want to
open
pour out. Yeah, like it's so random that people will now just come in, oh yeah, I had a long day and then this happened and then that happened. I think because everything is fast. We don't get a minute to slow down. And you've created a space that people can actually slow down.
Yeah.
And then you even forget that the mic's in the camera there. You just get to talk.
You forget. And you're a great part of that as well, because this is why this podcast is important to me. Because see, when you're doing a show like Chilling with Daps, where you're just the host and the guest, there isn't an opportunity for you to have this kind of like banter with your co-host. So I've played around with having co-hosts on the show over the years, and I hadn't really ever gotten to the point where I'd found the co-host that I was going to go with for a podcast, which is the reason why I keep telling this story. When you reached out and you said, Daps, let's do a podcast together, aside from everything else about you that I find fascinating, it was a no-brainer. There were certain conversations that you and I had been having, and I was like, this girl talks in a way that I comprehend. And her brain is ticking all the time. She's always thinking about something. She's telling you something now, but there's something else going on in the background. So I was like, she might make a good co-host. Like, she might be interesting. And I think I'm going to explore as far as I can with how far her mind can go. But, over the years, I've had people reach out and say, hey, Daps, I want to be your co-host. Yesterday.
Really?
Someone messaged me saying, Daps, let's start a new show. I'm not going to give away the person, and they're like, I want to do a new music show with you. I get requests all the time for some people to come on the show and create. Let's do a music show together. Let's do a sports show. I can't say yes to everything because I love the format for Chilling with Daps, where it's the guest comes on, they sit down with me. But this format is my next favorite format, where it's like me and the co-host. And very soon we're going to be having our own guests as well, where we can get to do the From the North, let's talk to you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah.
This is a man full of many talents, No, because it's incredible. Like, genuinely, I think everyone that knows you, that has even watched the podcast, again, Priscilla, she was like, she's been watching them, but I've even been going through and watching them. And I'm just like, to be so passionate outside of just, I want to either be successful, but to actually genuinely care about people. And I think you can tell with every single person that you've actually brought onto the pod, they're all different. Like, they have different, but it's not like you've picked a specific niche and you're like, I want to focus on you. No. You're genuinely like, come as you are. Everybody come along, and then you just give them literally however you want to be, as free as you want to be. And I think it's a beautiful thing, especially in Newcastle, because we are becoming I think we've always been very like community centered. Yes, but I think it's now, especially with being online, you've now like you've bridged a gap, I guess, where it's like, if people don't want to go outside, even for me, I'm like, I think people will get to know me more from this, whereas people 100%. Can see me from outside and have a perception of me. But you've also given me a platform to be more myself, where people are actually able to see and relate. And I think it's an incredible, not even I think, I know, this is an incredible
that's thing. Amazing. That's really kind of you to say. I appreciate that. But I would like to share a secret with you that I've never talked about ever on a podcast, as to one of the reasons where I learned how to do what I do. So some people have compared this style of the podcast to Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO. And I think there's certain elements there, but that's not where this all comes from. So for anyone that's watching, that's always wondered, how did Daps kind of get his format for Chilling with Daps? I'm going to tell you now. I used to say it 5 years ago, but I haven't said it in a long time. Joe Rogan. Watch Joe Rogan's podcast. It's called The Joe Rogan Experience. He has anyone on. Okay, it's not about how famous you are, how much of a celebrity you are. He just wants to have a conversation with anyone that's willing to have a conversation with him. And I think when you think about things that way, it makes you think less of, I want to get influencers and celebrities on. It makes you think more, let's go grassroots. And the thing with that is God multiplies that. God sees the kind of people you have, because those people actually have authentic stories. Of course, I could reach out to someone who's got 1 million followers and they might come on the show and we'll get a lot of views. But it's not really about that. It's about sitting down with real people with real issues and sharing real stories. So yeah, that's for you guys that are wanting to start a podcast. Find a format that you really like. Mine is Joe Rogan. I love that show so much. That show's really massively inspired me. It's actually led some of the things that I do now. So when you want to do yours, find what you like and kind of like copy and paste some of the good and positive things from their shows as well.
Okay, I've got a weird question.
Yes,
you have like kind of the same brain as me. That's a bit weird and quirky.
Wavelength.
But I was thinking, if you were to describe yourself as a colour, what colour would
black.
You be? You didn't have to think about it. Why black? Is it that dark inside?
Yeah. There's a void in black. I love the mysteriousness. That's not a word. I love the mystery of black. I love how, like, the thing about black is you can't really describe the feeling of black. Every other color brings elicit a response. You're like, oh, white, oh, orange. But black, what does black elicit? Other than like uncertainty. It's mysterious. And I love the fact that life is so mysterious anyway.
That's true.
You don't know. I literally have no clue what's going to happen in an hour. I just know that I want to go home and eat steak. That's all I know. But the circumstances of life could change so rapidly and so drastically that I might not even get to go home and eat steak. I hope I get to. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
That's why I love that color black. It's very uncertain.
Black.
Do you mind me asking what yours is, actually? I think that's a good question to ask.
Right now, I'm feeling yellow.
Do you want to hear something mad? When I was young, yellow was my favorite color.
Really?
In fact, yes, everything I had was yellow. I loved yellow, but as you grow older, you're like, what do you do with this color?
Because before I used to think. No, I think right now I'm literally envisioning myself. I think because I'm in my little zen bubble. Ask me tomorrow I might be green. But as of right now, I would describe, because I don't know. I feel like just joy.
You're color fluid, so like tomorrow it might be.
Yeah, like I think, like I've said to you, like I can never stick to one specific thing. So if you ever ask me tomorrow, hopefully I'll stay yellow. I would really like to stay yellow this week. But yeah, today I would say I'm yellow.
But if you could have what's an item that you could have that could be yellow?
And I don't own anything that's yellow.
Yeah. That's it's a very difficult color to have.
I think everything that I own, like you can even see the setup, it's quite like neutral tones.
Yes.
But again, I think I don't like committing to like, bright colors because I could wake up tomorrow, yellow's too bright or blue is too blue. But these kind of neutral colors, beige, I don't think I've ever gotten bored of them because they're just like balanced, I guess.
They're so like warm and
but it's still chill, but it's not overwhelming. It's just, it's in the middle. I think I like things that give balance. I can't commit to things that are too bright because any other day.
Do you know what I love about this set as well that we're filming from at Graced Beauty? For the people that don't know, what I love about it is the color combination makes it really feel like we're from the north because it's kind of like white, so it signifies like snow. It signifies cold. So when a podcast says from the north, it looks like
it looks like we're in the north.
Like we're in the north. Yeah. Like in the North Pole. Yeah. Like it's snowing. It kind of just gives that effect.
Actually does. And the lime wash actually gives like
a bit of a colder effect. Yeah, the background. But but I think you've asked some really fantastic questions. Thank you for asking. I hope you've got to know me. If you have any more questions, please feel free to hit them down in the comment sections below. So now to address what's been going on in the UK. I don't really consider myself to be the sort of person that likes to talk about other people's relationships. But look, our show is giving the hottest takes on the trendiest topics, so we have to stay on brand. I'm gonna ask Nash what she thinks of this entire situation. Okay. When I first told Nash that I have reasons to believe that Indiyah might have cheated on Dami, she wasn't quite sure just yet. But then obviously the evidence is out. We've seen Indiyah lip-sync Marlon at Duck on Waffle in London. I think it's London, right? That was happening in London. And as a result of them being, I think they were on a show Inside. Is it Inside on Netflix? It's a show that's produced by the Sidemen. So they've been working together. They've been getting closer. I think the real question that people are asking is whether or not they'd split up by the time those two were lip-sync. What do you think? Because no one still has the answer to that question. So do you think they'd split up or do you think she cheated?
I think... One, obviously we don't know these people.
No.
But I think...
You actually know Dami though.
I think for people to be... For, say, both of them to have been on a show as big as Love Island.
Yes.
One, they've obviously got PR training.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Indiyah personally, but I don't think she would be that silly as to go do that in public and get caught. Because everyone's like, how could she do that? Because she even... I think I saw that she posted
that she's sorry for the hurt that she caused.
And that sorry was basically like, yes, okay, move on. Like, for a woman who you could see from their relationship, it seemed like they were in love, that everything, everything was like really, really good. For you to get to that point to just be like, okay, I did it and what?
Yeah.
I think they probably had been broken up for a while because if you even, I think one of my clients mentioned it, they were like, apparently they weren't posting each other as much anymore.
Yeah.
Like all of their posts kind of seem like basically PR based, where it's like it's an ad with her in it, but it was no more lovey-dovey, like really lovey-dovey. It seemed like a PR campaign. But I just think women are smart.
Yeah.
Like women, as silly as we can be when it comes to men, when it comes to cheating, a lot of people say that women do it better because women can be very calculated. I don't think someone that's been in the public eye that knows that people are watching is going to willingly go sit in public and see all of that and even come out to be like, yes, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm not commenting on this.
Do you know that this isn't the first time that she's been caught cheating?
Apparently there was another thing that it's like, but again, that I'm like, we don't fully know the dynamic. Because this is the thing that's crazy about social media.
But women tend to not say we don't fully know the dynamics when it's a man that cheated. They just say he cheated. Women don't go, we don't fully know the dynamics.
Actually, no, because the Desmond and Kirsty thing.
Yes.
That I ended up, because even with him, one, cheating is wrong, point blank. It is wrong regardless of who does it.
Yeah.
But even with Kirsty and Desmond, I've seen him getting dragged, but I'm like, even with him, we don't know the dynamics of their relationship.
Yeah, we definitely don't know.
Because once I started watching their videos, you could see that he was uncomfortable constantly being like having to fake laugh, having to do all of these things. He released a statement where he was like, I'm so sorry for the hurt this has caused. I did tell my wife I did want to split up, but she wanted to make things work. And then he had a moment where he did cheat. As soon as he cheated, he said he told his wife and his wife filed for divorce.
Yeah.
So then there's been statements where apparently there were Jehovah's Witnesses and I'm not sure, but apparently in the Jehovah Witness,
you can't break up like that.
You can't break up unless there's infidelity. So then he's now used that as an escape. So I'm just like, again...
Got it the way you got to do.
And people are like, oh, he should have... And this is the thing. Everyone comes with their think pieces. He should have spoken to her. Were you in the marriage?
You're in a marriage. You don't know.
Do you know that they probably had marriage counseling? They did all of these things.
Because all these people, like, sorry to interrupt you, but like all these performative relationships online, that I cringe so hard at them. Like what you're seeing on TikTok is not necessarily what's going on behind closed doors. And everyone is rooting for, I'm rooting for this relationship. Root for yourself. God
Mind
forbid,
your business. One of the girls could be abusive, beating their
husbands.
Like you'll see it on social media.
Or even emotionally, like abuse.
But even physically, like you could be, like right now, me and you could be, haha, as soon as the camera's cut, I throw the phone against your phone.
No one is going to know.
And then everyone's like, oh, but they were like the best co-hosts and presenters. Nah. He sat there with a gash in his forehead because I decided to dash my phone. Exactly. But now everyone online would be like, oh, but they have such a great dynamic. How you don't know what's going on behind.
You don't even know what Dasha was doing before we press play on this camera.
Exactly.
When she was over there eating.
Exactly.
Just yamming away.
But people don't know.
They don't know anything.
They just see a snippet of someone's life. That's why I've learned to actually not. Because at first when I saw it, I was like, men ain't shit. I was very much like, what is wrong with that gender? But then I took a second to pause and I was like, I don't know these people. Like, again, there's no excuse for cheating. Leave.
Yeah.
But like Desmond said, from his words, apparently, he did. And the wife wanted to make it work. And he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And he had a moment. It could have been, I don't know, he was out and then, because we don't even know the extent as to, has he been sleeping with someone else? Is he emotionally involved with someone else because he's checked out? We just see filed for divorce because of infidelity.
Yep.
But do we know the extremes? Again, with Indiyah and Dami.
Yep.
We don't, for a woman to actually come online and say, hi, sorry for the pain I've caused, I'm not going to comment on this. That's a woman that's checked out.
Yeah.
That's someone that's genuine, like, guys.
It happened, so what?
Exactly. And then, what do we do now?
Dami, we wish you well. I've never met you. I know you're a fellow Nigerian Irishman like myself. I have a lot of friends that are your mutuals that know you, and they've said a lot of positive things about you. But look, keep your head up, man. And unfortunately, the best heartbreaker won in this case. And that was.
But do you know, that's what I'm saying. I think, because there was even people who were like, Dami's been cheating. But I'm like, we don't know the dynamics of their relationship. Like I'm saying, maybe they had split up. Maybe they weren't.
The reason why people were thinking that they hadn't split up was because of that post that Dami reposted on Twitter, which I don't know if you've seen this, have you? Which basically was saying something to the tone of, resentment is weird because, yes, I want to forgive you wholeheartedly, but my mind is struggling to comprehend why you did that to me. So and this was posted on like the 28th of December, probably. So obviously, the two guys but Dami and Indiyah obviously were respecting their privacy because they haven't really said much. So it's not like Dami has come out and said, guys, she cheated on me. We don't know. But like, why would Dami make that post unless, because if Dami is doing the thing of, or although we're separated, why you lifting a man in public is still disrespectful. I can get that,
But
because that could
maybe
be that.
he's still, because again, we can't, like, you can't dictate how someone feels pain, I guess, or like to a certain level. Because say even if they had broken up, maybe they'd had an agreement as to let's not do
public things.
Yeah. And then maybe that's where he's resenting, because he's like, I don't know why you did what you did, but maybe he's feeling hurt from a certain. And again, we're decrypting something that has no, because yes, it's linked to, it could be linked to what India did. It could be linked to something else. It could be linked to... It could
just be like a whole thing. Yeah.
And I think the one thing though that I would say is crazy is that bouncer guy.
No. You've got 24 hours.
How are you holding someone hostage for their relationship to say, hello, you have to come and answer me? Are you in the bed with them when they're asleep at night that you're a part of the relationship? And I think, again, this is the thing that's so dangerous about social media. You give people access to your life, right? You, as the social media content creator, give that access because you want to willingly share with the people who've obviously helped you along that journey.
Yeah.
But you're still a human being.
Yeah.
Like, you're still entitled to grieve in private.
Yeah.
Just because, yes, your relationship is out there. And I'm sure a lot of celebrities, when their relationships are out there, I think humans should still allowed to have that moment to themselves. I don't think you should owe it to other people straight away. Of course, people are invested. Yes, give it time, then go talk to people. But imagine now, Dami is probably grieving. The whole of the internet is now coming for him because the girls are attacking him. We don't know what the guy has done. He can't grieve in peace because everyone now wants to. And then we say mental health. But then you also have a sense of entitlement to someone else's relationship.
Yeah.
Like the people are going through a separation. Imagine as a person, you've spent your whole life with someone. Now everyone's like, because you posted your man on Instagram, tell us what's going on in the relationship. You've broken up with the person. Heartbreak is not easy, you know?
Yeah.
Now you have to share it with the world.
Yeah.
And the world that's even laughing at you. People don't want to know to support you. Even Bouncer, he wasn't asking because he wants to support. People just want to be, no, this is so bizarre. People are demanding that you announce your breakup online so that they can laugh at you.
Yeah, well, it's because it's a public relationship. Like, if you're publicly anything, people are going to have access. They're going to have like this entitlement to what you're doing.
But then meet the people with sympathy, because what are you entitled for? You're asking to know, but to do what with that information?
To make content. Everybody's making content nowadays.
No, I think as humans, we're really going this way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like,
it's not looking good.
Want to hear someone's pain. I get it if you wanted to hear because, I don't know, let's get them counseling, let's give them a gift, let's do something. But you just want to hear so you can sit and mock them.
Yeah, talk about it.
So that you know. Now you know. Are you sleeping peacefully at night?
The thing is, gossip content is doing really well right now. And that's why the Shade Bro has always thrived. That's why the Shade Room, obviously now.
But is it thriving because they're ruining people?
It's thriving because people want to read negative news.
No, but and I think the thing is that is really annoying.
Good news isn't fun for people to read. When people read good news, sometimes they're not like, yay. People read bad news, they're like, oh, it's more engaging, it gets more clicks.
But then, do you know the thing that doesn't click in my brain is that people want to read negative, but then, God forbid, say someone, ends their life. Like, they've done it before with a lot of Love Island cast.
Yeah.
Now everyone's like, be kind to each other. You don't understand the pressure of social media. You don't understand the stress that people go through. But I'm like, it's the same people though. It's actually concerning. The more I'm thinking about
the thing is that like people want to read negative news because it makes them feel better about themselves. When you're seeing celebrities online living these amazing lives, getting flown out to all these things, and
but you can. But
when they're going through bad things, it makes you feel like, oh, thank God, it's not just me.
But you can feel that quietly. Yeah. Why are you now going online though to be writing?
Because everyone has got access. Everyone's got access. Because everyone now is a journalist. Everyone now.
I beg people. They should on social media. They should now ask for people's credentials and say, hello, hi. Did you graduate?
Everyone now is a media star because as long as you have a smartphone, you can log on to social media.
But then if the person now gets depressed that you're writing your think pieces about, hello, keep quiet.
Yeah.
Don't now be posting my condolences. It's so sad because you've contributed to that.
Yeah, the internet is the court of public opinion. Like that's everybody lives on there. Everybody's got access. Everybody feels entitled.
Stand on that. If you make a judgment, so like say if everyone's cussing out Dami, we don't know what he's gone through. We don't know what he's going through. Yeah. Say he now comes out with a story. Stand your ground. Yeah. Whatever decision you make, because it's like I think it's very foolish to make. That's why now I've learned to just say we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. We should and allegedly as well. We should be using a lot of allegedly.
Exactly, because it's like we don't know. So
we don't want to get sued out here.
So we say based on what
we see, what we think.
But to actually say this is black and white is very concerning. Facts. Because, like I said, we don't know the context of these people's relationships.
Guys, also this podcast, everything we say and do is based on feelings and no facts. We don't know the facts.
We don't know. We just say, and what we even feel is just okay, that is wrong. But again,
all we feel is vibes and inshallah. I'm joking. But on that note, I think we're going to bring this one to an end, guys. Thank you very much for sticking with us. To Dami and Indiyah, we wish you both very, very well. Like in India's word, the best heartbreaker won in this case. It's not looking good, but the best heartbreaker did win. We're going to be back again next week. Nyasha and I are planning to do these episodes every week for you. We're recording this episode a little bit later. It should be out on a Monday, but this one is looking to be out maybe on the Tuesday, latest on a Wednesday. But if you check in with us every Monday on our YouTube channel, we're going to have an episode out for you. And so please make sure you like, you subscribe, you share, and you share this with everyone in your network. Yeah. Nasha, do you have anything to say to the people before we go?
Please don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't comment on people's lives, because you know what? It could never be me committee.
Yeah.
The neverest of the neverest will now come find you, and you'll be the president of
Facts.
It is you.
Facts.
So never say it could never be me. And just spread love, good vibes. Life is hard enough as it is. Please, let's not make it harder for each other.
Facts.
Have a great night.
Yeah. So have a blessed week, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.